I don't know who needs to hear this today, but according to the laws of aerodynamics, the bumblebee should not be able to fly. You see, its body is too large and its wingspan, well, it's too short. Its proportions, they don't make sense at all. And therefore, for years, scientists have studied it, they have measured it, and they have analyzed the data. On paper, well, the numbers reveal that, in fact, the bumblebee should not be able to fly. And yet, the bumblebee flies. Not gracefully like an eagle or elegantly like a butterfly. It flutters and it strains and it vibrates its wings nearly 200 times per second. It doesn't glide through the air, it actually fights the air. And somehow it manages to rise. I guess the question is why? Well, because the bumblebee doesn't live by the expectation and calculations of the observers. It lives by the design of its creator. And here's what grips me. See, the bumblebee never read the research paper. It never got the memo, and therefore it never internalized the limitation. It simply did what it was created to do, and that is to fly. And you know what that tells me? Well, that some of you have been living under someone else's data. Things like, well, they don't have the background, they don't have the education, they don't have the support, they don't have the resources, they've been through too much trauma, they're too young, they're too old, they're too late. On paper, maybe it doesn't make sense. But heaven never asked for your resume. You see, when God calls you, he does not consult your proportions. He does not measure your wingspan. He simply speaks purpose. And when God says rise, all the laws of limitations have to adjust. You see, the bumblebee flies not because the math makes sense, but because the design is divine. And maybe the reason that you still feel that stirring in your spirit, that pulls towards something higher, or that dream that refuses to die, maybe it's because you were not built to stay grounded. You were built to defy the odds. Not because you are strong and not because you are qualified, but simply because God said so. And if he said it, no calculation can cancel it. No diagnosis can override it. No statistic can silence it. And yes, you may flutter, you may strain, and you may not look like the rest. But if the Creator breathed purpose into you, well then, rise. Because what God designs, well, he sustains. And what he calls upward will never be held down by human opinion.